while we're on sort of a topic in that realm, there's a challenge here from Blarble who asks if British Columbia or Canada as a whole, but I think we could do this just with BC, was the basis for a Pokemon region. What kinds of Pokemon would it have? And any thoughts to the gyms or the Elite Four?
I mean, one of the legendaries has to be like Ogopogo, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also has to be a Sasquatch.
Right.
One of the
All the legendaries are just cryptids.
Yeah.
Ogopogo, Sasquatch, the Cadborosaurus, who's very similar to Ogopogo.
Do we claim Mothman? I don't actually know. I'm not big.
Mothman is
nowhere
really
near.
a West Virginia owns Mothman.
Yeah.
Could you get a legendary that like a trio of legendaries that were all serpents? Cadborosaurus, Ogopogo.
Is there
gotta be another
Is there a third one? I don't know.
I don't think so.
There's just an orb Pokemon themed gym, and it's a Tim Hortons. So for all your Timbits.
All the Pokestops should be Tim Hortons.
Yeah, that makes sense. I want to see something. I want to see some like Coast Salish mythos.
Oh, sure.
In there, like like Thunderbird and Raven. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
And
really
then-
good.
Otherwise, like moose, humpback, orca.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there's the like the art project of the Canadian Pokemon.
Oh, I've seen
and
those.
they- They're all so East Coast, like like Central Canada, Ontario.
I'm glad it's also Canadians that say East Coast for Toronto.
I think everything
Back-
east of Vancouver
back
is
east.
Canada.
Yeah.
I love that it's back east, also implying that we've ever been there, right?
Yeah.
But it's like,
No, we interrogated this morning.
oh yeah,
That it's it's out east if you're not from. It's back east if you did live there. And then
we've
we're
always
all left coast.
we've always called it back east, even though we don't.
Really?
We've never been
no.
there, yeah.
It's- in Alberta, it's out east.
Huh.
Ah.
Yeah.
Is it out east and out west from Alberta? I mean, Alberta's already mostly west, but what do they say if you're going to BC?
The coast.
Okay,
Yeah.
we are just the coast.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Or the island. Like if you are
The
if you're
rest of
headed
BC.
to the island, then it's the island.
Yeah. I remember getting into a disagreement with someone at one point about that if you're referring to a place as the island, like where is that?
Yeah.
And they were like, that's Vancouver Island, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure only people from BC refer to it as the island. I'm pretty sure elsewhere, in probably across a lot of the states, if someone's referring to the island, they mean Jamaica. Because people that come from Jamaica refer to it as the island.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They weren't. They didn't buy that. But I was like, "That's you've lived your entire life in Prince George, so fair enough."
I saw an interesting map that was asking people if somebody says the city, what city does that mean?
I was
Right.
just thinking the same thing.
And it's cool because there's some that like jump around where like Chicago takes up sort of a large amount and then it skips a chunk and then it comes back, if I remember correctly. But it's like this was US based, of course, but it was New York City and Chicago. But some of them refer to like Des Moines or Dallas.
Yeah.
And you're like, so it's very interesting.
I saw an article somewhere, and to be fair, I saw it linked because people were lambasting it, but they were talking about how, Pamela Anderson talks about, moving away from Hollywood to live on remote Canadian island, and which is this island,
Oh.
by the way, and
Served by like
And I was-
18 ferries.
yeah, I was like, I think you'd be hard pressed to find an island, possibly in the world, that has more ferry service to it in different places.
The only more accessible islands are
Like Montreal.
connected by boat.
Yeah.
Or like are connected by bridge.
Yeah. She lives in Ladysmith. Like it's not where she grew up, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, Pamela Anderson reveals surprise reason she left LA, moved to remote island in Canada.
So you tell me remote island in Canada, I'm going to assume it's something like in the middle of Slave Lake.
Yeah. Like this is not not only are we connected to the rest of like other places in Canada, but also very easily to the U.S. Well, one of them's undergoing renovations right now, but at peak capacity, there's 3 different ferries that go to the States from here as well, to Port Angeles, Seattle, and the one that goes to Anacortes is currently apparently they're coming back, but it's off right now. But yeah, like that's not what remote means.
One of those like quarter square kilometer islands in Manitoba.
I looked this up once. I can't remember why. This might have been when I was doing early RoadQuest research, but it's Vancouver Island is it's the largest like really populated. It's the second most populous island in Canada, second only to Montreal. Which I think is cheating. Because it's in the middle of a river and it's surrounded by other city as well. So yeah, it's big.
I will admit, I planned a trip to Montreal, and it took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to realize it is technically an island.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,